Carla, where's my makeup? I swear, Mom told you to buy me that list of stuff I left you. So, the fact that you haven't gone and got it really just shows how stupid you actually are. I mean, I was right there when Mom told you to make sure you got my makeup from the shops because I need it for my photo shoot. There's no excuse for you to not have done it.
Actually, there is. I've been really busy at work and I literally have only just got back from a grueling 10-hour shift. I also have to be up and at my second job in around 4 hours, so I really don't have time to do any chores for you, at all.
Like I said, you have no excuse. Just because you're tired doesn't mean that you can skip out on your chores. I need that makeup, so that means you have to go and get it.
How could you needing makeup be more important than me getting a little bit of sleep before I have to go and get ready for my second job? I work incredibly hard every day to earn a little bit of money, and all I ask is to be able to catch a couple of hours of sleep before moving on to my next job. I don't want to be made to go and get some trivial thing that you want. If you want something, then you need to go and get it yourself.
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to what I'm going to be doing. I need the perfect makeup tonight so that I can look my best and hottest to impress the guys at the club. I'm going out with my girlfriends tonight, and I really need to be the best looking one there. I especially want to be Tanya. She really annoyed me last week, so I need to upstage her a little bit. So, tell me, how can a silly little bit of sleep be more important than me looking the best I possibly can? This is a really fun evening I've got planned tonight, so you need to stop whatever stupid thing it is that you are doing and go and get my makeup. Make sure you get the peach lipstick and the right colored foundation. It needs to really match my skin tone. It can't be even a shade lighter, otherwise I'll make you take it back. The rest of the stuff is on the list. And be quick! I'm almost finished with my outfit and I don't want to be waiting around forever for my makeup. Oh, and also, whilst you're at it, I need you to do my ironing and clean my room whilst I'm gone.
What? Why do you suddenly need me to clean your room?
Well, duh, it's dirty. That's why you need to clean it.
What?
Well, when people simply live, they always create a lot of mess. You know, dirty laundry, old cups and plates and stuff. Not to mention the fact that there's a bunch of other stuff in there cluttering the space up, and also something really smells. So you're not only going to have to tidy everything up for me, but you're going to need to do a full detox of the room. I mean, hoover, bleach any mold, scrub the carpets of stains, stuff like that.
But that's ridiculous. Drew, there's no way that I have time to do all of that. I mean, cleaning your room to that extent will literally take hours. That's time that I don't have because I need to be at work soon.
Well, that's too bad. You need to clean my room first. Cleaning my room is your first priority, so if you don't get it done, then you can't go to work.
That's so stupid. As if I'm going to miss work just to clean your room. I mean, I could lose my job if I do that. Or at least get written up for being late. It's not going to happen. Besides, you made the mess in your room so you can clean it up.
No, I don't want to do that. I hate tidying, so I'm not going to. Anyway, Mom said that if you were going to live with us, then you needed to do all of the household chores, which includes cleaning my room.
No, it doesn't. I agreed to help out around the house and do the tidying in the main rooms, like the kitchen and the living room and stuff, but I never agreed to clean your room. That wasn't a part of the deal.
Well, the deal's changed. If you want to stay in this house, then you need to earn your keep, which includes tidying my room and doing pretty much whatever I tell you to. LOL.
I have important things to do, Drew. I'm not going to waste my time cleaning your pigsty of a room when you're the one who messed it up in the first place. You're just going to have to deal with it.
Look, you just need to face the facts that I am helping you out here.
Oh yeah? And how are you doing that?
Well, with your skill set and your looks, you're really not going to amount to much. Practicing to be a maid is really the best you can hope for. I'm just giving you the training so that you can get a job.
Hang on. How can you say that? I am incredibly smart, so I know that I can actually do something with my life. Plus, what do you mean I don't have the looks for it? I think I look perfectly fine.
Look, why are you getting so upset? It's only the truth. You weren't blessed with the same good looks that I was. I mean, just look at the jobs that you do. Bartending and janitor work at that college. They're pathetic jobs for a pathetic person. It's the only thing you could do. Because of your less than stellar looks, you just have to use manual labor to get by in life. So, it was like you were destined to be a maid, lol. Whereas I can get anything I want with just a click of my fingers simply because of how beautiful I am.
You really think a lot of yourself, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? I'm pretty and I know it. There's nothing wrong with that. You're clearly just jealous that I'm better looking than you, and so I can get by in life easier than you. I mean, who needs hard work when you've got beauty?
Well, you know what they say. Beauty is fleeting.
Not mine. I'll just get whatever work I need to get done as the years go by to maintain my youthful appearance.
And how will you afford that then? Plastic surgery isn't cheap, you know.
Well, duh. I know that, but I don't need to worry because by that point, I'll be rich and famous, so I'll be able to afford all of the surgeries and special treatments I need in order to remain looking young.
You can't be serious.
Of course I am, so hurry up and get what I need already.
I'm just not going to listen to you anymore. I've got work to focus on, and I am not going to be your personal maid or whatever. If you want stuff for tonight, then you need to go and get it yourself. As for your room, well, you're a grown woman, so I think you can handle cleaning up your own mess, don't you?
Well, I don't want to clean it up. And if you don't do what I tell you to, then I'll tell Mom on you.
Geez, what are you, 9? You're really going to tell Mom on me simply because I won't go to the shop for you? Which is something that you are completely capable of doing by yourself, by the way.
Yes, I will tell her, and she will be super mad at you because she told you to go and get my stuff and you haven't.
I can't deal with you right now, Drew. I need to get my sleep and you're not helping. So, I'm going to have my nap before I have to get up to work again, unlike you.
Fine. If that's how you're going to act, don't say I didn't warn you.
Carla, how dare you act like that to your sister? Carla!
Mom? What's up? I was just having a quick nap before I went to work. Is everything okay?
If your sister tells you to do something, then you need to do it. She told you to go to the shop for her, and yet you haven't. It's ridiculous. You can't just ignore me or your sister when we tell you to do something, you know. If you want to live in my house, then you need to follow my rules, and rule number 1 is that you always do what you are told. Understand?
Oh my god. I can't believe Drew actually told on me to you. How childish can she get?
It's not childish. She told me what you were doing because you wouldn't listen to her. So naturally, the next step is to come to me so that I can get you to do what you're told. As your mother, you have to listen to me.
Not when what you're asking of me is completely ridiculous, I don't.
What? Of course you do. I'm your mother. That means I naturally have control over you.
No one has control over me. I'm a 21-year-old woman who has been taking care of herself for years now. I have 2 jobs that I work for my income, and I am more than old enough to make decisions on my own, and one of those decisions is whether or not I listen to you when you're going on about ridiculous things. Me not going to the shop during some of the only free time I actually have really shouldn't have been made into this massive farce that it has. I mean, I do pretty much all of the chores around the house, and Drew does nothing. Do you know how tiring it is to constantly be working? Any free time that I actually get to myself, I would like to spend it relaxing if I'm able to.
Well, that's just too bad then, isn't it? If your stupid jobs are more important to you than helping out your family, then you need to learn to prioritize properly. I won't let you skip out on your chores. Or are you really that incompetent that you can't actually manage your time properly?
But I don't have time to do all of the house chores and get to my work in time. I need both of my jobs in order to earn the money I do so that I can hopefully move out soon. I mean, you don't want me living with you forever, do you?
Of course I don't. But I also want you to do all of the chores. So you're just going to have to figure something out, aren't you?
With what time? I have literally no time to do all of the housework between my other 2 jobs.
Well, you're just going to have to make time. If you don't do all of the chores in the house, then I'll make sure to come to both of your jobs and create such a scene that you get fired from them. I will then kick you out of my house, and you will have to find your own way from there on out.
Hang on a minute. You wouldn't actually leave me homeless and without my work, would you?
That's what I just said, isn't it?
But you can't do that. You're my mom. You're supposed to help me and encourage me to try and make a life for myself, not threaten me with homelessness.
Well, tough. Those are my terms. Either you do the chores you're given, or you leave my house. You don't pay anything towards it, so this is the way that you can earn your keep.
I pay rent. You know I do. I give you like $300 a month towards rent and bills. Drew is the one who doesn't pay anything. She just lives here rent-free whilst taking up all of your money so that she can go out and buy the things she wants, like clothes and makeup and stuff. She doesn't work, so she literally just drains you of all of your money.
Drew works. She works at the little corner shop down the street.
No, she doesn't. She was fired from there like 3 months ago. She was stealing money from the till, and she would take bottles of alcohol and bring them back home with her. She's lucky the place didn't press charges for the thefts. They had every right to. Instead, they fired her and made her pay back everything she owed them, which I have no clue how she is doing as, like I said, she's not working anywhere at the minute.
Honestly, Carla, for you to come up with such a horrible lie about your sister just to try and make yourself look better is ridiculous. Drew would never steal from anyone. They probably fired her because they were jealous of her or something. She is very pretty. You know how people can get about things like that. I mean, just look at you.
What do you mean, look at you?
Well, you're so jealous of your sister that you're making up lies about her integrity and trying to put her in my bad books. That screams that you're insecure about her and that you're jealous of her. It's kind of pathetic, really.
I'm not jealous of Lucy.
Uh-huh, sure. And I'm guessing that you're also not envious that she doesn't have to work 2 menial jobs just to get by in life, huh? Look, you can keep trying to fool yourself if you want, but you're not fooling me. Anyway, like I said before, if you want to continue living in my house, then you need to do all of the chores that I tell you to do. Got it?
Fine, but it's only because I literally have nowhere else to go at the minute. The minute I'm able to leave, then I will, and I definitely won't be coming back.
Sounds great to me. However, whilst you are still living under my roof, you need to get Drew's things and tidy her room. Also, the dishwasher needs doing. There's a load of laundry that still needs washing, and you need to hoover the entire house, because I think it's feeling a little dirty. I want that all done by tonight.
That's a load of things. I won't be able to do all of that before my shift starts.
Well, that's not my problem. If you can't get it done before work, then you'll just have to do it once you've finished, regardless of how late it is.
You know what? Fine, I'll get it done, but just note that you can't push me around forever. You'll regret this soon.
Keep it up with an attitude like that, and I'll find you a lot more chores to do.
Whatever.
Carla, where are you? You need to manage the dishes and do the shopping for your sister. Don't waste time. Be quick.
I'm done with this.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean that I am no longer going to hang around and let you bully me like you and Drew have been doing for pretty much my entire life. I am not okay with how you are treating me, and I am not going to let it go on for any longer.
And what are you going to do about it, huh? You've got nowhere else to go.
Haven't I?
What? No? You haven't? You said so yourself.
Yeah, that was before I finished getting my college degree. Now that I've done that, I am finally able to move out.
Hang on. College? You never went to college. We never had the money for it.
No, we didn't have the money to send me to college, which is why I came up with a plan with the dean of the local community college. In exchange for free lessons, I worked as the school's janitor, doing all of the cleaning and tidying. It was incredibly difficult and tiring work, but I was willing to do it as it meant that I was getting a higher education, which would help me out in the long run.
But you can't do that. I never said that you could.
I don't care what you have or haven't said. There was no way that I wasn't going to do that work in exchange for lessons. Because of that deal that I made, I've actually been able to finish my degree in business, and I've even invented my own product. I've started my own online company, and it's starting to really take off.
But that's not fair. Besides, even if you have done that, there's no way that you can move out. You still need to live somewhere, So you still have to follow my rules.
Not true, actually.
What?
I've already moved out.
Huh?
I've already packed all of my stuff up and I've moved into my new home. I got to know one of the girls really well on the course, and so we decided to rent an apartment together after we finished uni. The only reason I didn't do this sooner is because I was trying to save as much money as possible by living at home during college. But now I can finally move out and be happy.
Hang on. You can't just move out like that. You never told me you were going? Also, who's going to do all of the house chores now? This is just unfair.
No. What's unfair is you thinking that you can boss me around and get me to do all of your chores and treat me like a cheap maid. Well, the joke's on you now because I'm gone. I've got my degree and I've moved out. And like I told you before, I'm never coming back. I don't deserve any of the rubbish that you've put me through, and I'm going to make sure that I never have to deal with you again.
But you can't do that. I am your mother. You have to have contact with me. You have to do what I say.
No, actually, I don't. I'm an adult, so I can make my own decisions, including who I want in my life and who I don't want in it. And not so surprisingly, you're one of the people I really don't want in my life. You and Drew. You're both horrible people. I mean, to treat me in such a way that you make me feel worthless? I'm your daughter and you treated me like a maid. I didn't see you doing the same to Drew either. She gets away with everything and you don't care. And yet you treat me like rubbish. Well, not anymore. I'm gone. And I'm not telling you where, and after this, I'm never contacting you again.
Hang on. Surely we could talk about this.
No. You had every chance to talk to me and treat me like an actual daughter, and you chose not to. I'm not hanging around just for you to try and steal all of my money and continue to treat me in such an awful way. Goodbye, Wendy. Please don't message me again, as I won't respond.
Carla, I am your mother. Listen to me now. Carla?
Just like I said, I cut all contact with my mom and Drew after that message. I moved in with my friend, which I am absolutely loving, and focused on getting my online business fully functional and operational. It's really kicked off, and I'm doing brilliantly. My salary has recently gone up as well, meaning that I no longer have to work my 2 jobs in order to afford to live. I seriously can't wait to see how my life is going to go from here on out, and whilst I might not have my family anymore, I know that I'm able to meet new people and make a new family, one that I can choose and who will treat me right. The last I heard about my mom and Drew, the two had a massive falling out. Mom quickly came to realize that she couldn't afford the rent and bills herself, as I had moved out and stopped paying my $200 rent, and she asked Drew to chip in. Of course, Drew refused, and the two ended up arguing before Mom kicked Drew out of the house. Not long after that, though, Mom also lost the house as she couldn't afford the rent any longer. Sometimes, karma is the best revenge in life.
Phoebe,
Hello, Mom. What's going on?
it took you 2 minutes to reply to my messages. Why?
Oh, I apologize. This is work hours. I can't be seen on my phone for long.
I know you're not truly sorry. You're just saying that to placate me. Well, I didn't chat you up to scold you about your attitude to me. Although that is something I must sit you down and talk to you about one of these days. The reason I chatted you up is because I found a new job opportunity for you. Isn't that just marvelous?
What? But I'm not looking for a new job.
Of course you're not. Because you've been brainwashed at that workplace of yours. That's why it's my duty as your mother to find one for you. And I did.
What are you talking about?
I submitted your CV at Mistas Corp. You know the company, right?
Yes, I do. It's a conglomerate and they are worth hundreds of millions.
So you know. Phoebe, you need to be working at a place like that. Imagine the opportunities it would open up for you. The people you'll meet, the places you'll go, the benefits.
Mom, I can't work at Mises Corp. I already have a job here at Brighton's Tech.
Blah. That excuse of a job you have. Don't even mention it when I'm bringing up serious workplaces like Mistas Corp. Anyway, before I lose my train of thought, Mises Corp's hiring manager loved your CV and they've invited you for an interview that's being held a week from now. You're welcome.
How come you even had my CV to submit in the first place?
I have my ways. It's a secret.
You took it from Dad's laptop, didn't you?
Yes. How did you figure that out so quickly?
Dad is the only one in the family who's seen my CV before, and he likes when I send him updated ones.
Whatever, that's between your father and I. Make sure you don't forget to attend the interview. I'll keep reminding you so you won't miss it.
I can't go for an interview on that day. I have work to go to.
Ew, your job again? Hearing about it makes my ears bleed. I don't care what you do. You must be at that interview. You have to listen to me and do as I say for your own good. How much would you even get paid at that job of yours? A measly $2,000, isn't it? This new job pays $3,000. When you get it, because you have to, you can support us at home a bit. What's the use of still living with your parents at your ripe age of 30 years old if you don't contribute to the bills?
Is that what this is about? But I contribute to the bills, and I even give you pocket money.
You call that change you give me pocket money? Oh, please, stop joking. Get a better job and start giving me some real money. Do you understand?
Mum, Mises Corp has a difficult working environment. I have friends who work there, and they're constantly complaining about the workload they have to take on. They work overtime often. Believe it or not, that salary that they're offering is a scam. The person who gets that job will have duties that deserve way more pay.
When did you become such an expert on salary and duties? That doesn't matter to me. What's at stake here is more money. Get that job, make more money, and I'm happy. It's simple.
Don't you care about the long hours and overtime I would face? Don't you care I would be literally married to that job?
At least you'll be married to something instead of prancing about in your singleness.
Mum, I'm up for promotion. When I get it, my salary will increase and I'll be able to give you more pocket money.
You've been saying that for months. I've waited long enough. You better attend that interview, or else.
Mum, are you there?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, thank goodness. I've been trying to reach you. You're not picking up your calls or replying to your text messages. Where are you right now?
I'm at some fancy restaurant uptown. I just had lunch with my girls.
Your girls?
You know them. Cheryl, Margot, and Tiffany.
Oh no. We've talked about this, Mum. You can't be hanging out with women like that often.
Why not?
Because you spend a lot of money when you're with them and you don't even realize it.
What's wrong with spending a lot of money when I'm with my friends?
You took Dad's card, didn't you?
So what if I took my husband's card? His money is my money. I can spend it however I want. I don't even know why I'm enduring this conversation. Why are you talking to me like I did something wrong? It's not even your money.
You're right, Mum. It's not my money. It's money for the house. We need it to pay for utilities. But you've gone and spent everything on only God knows what.
Excuse me, young lady. I went out with my friends on a much-deserved shopping spree and spa date. Then we had lunch. That's it.
We don't have money to spare for shopping sprees and spa dates in highbrow areas of town where I'm sure you're at. Mum, those ladies you hang out with are loaded. Their husbands make millions of dollars annually. All of our combined earnings in this house barely scratches the surface. You can't be spending like they're spending. That's why Dad and I don't like when you hang out with them. You end up spending more than you're supposed to because you want to belong.
Did your father put you up to this? He couldn't tell me himself, so he sent you, his loyal advocate?
It's not like that.
But it is. You're trying to make me feel bad for enjoying my life. I won't. It's my right to enjoy my husband's money, especially since I've worked hard to raise 2 children.
Exactly. You have 2 children, me and my older brother, Tyrell. Dad's working, I'm working, but Tyrell hasn't worked in over half a year. Not even part-time jobs. Shouldn't you ask him for money so that he would be inspired to get a job? That would bring more money into the family too, and you can enjoy it.
Don't talk bad about your brother. It's not his fault that he got laid off.
I know, but shouldn't he be trying to get a new job at least?
My baby boy needs to rest after the hardship he endured at his old job. When he's done resting, he'll find something. I'm sure of it. Besides, your dad and you are working. Stop complaining so much as if you are the one who pays the bills. It's your dad. Someone who hears you will think you're the one.
I paid many bills too, Mum.
Oh, really? What might those be? I haven't noticed. Is it with the peanuts you earn that you pay those bills with? It's not like they can pay for anything that's worthwhile. That's why I found a better job for you. Attend that interview, get the job, and actually pay bills that matter. Until then, Don't you dare talk to me again about what I can or can't do with my husband's money.
Hello, sis.
Hey, big brother.
So, I've given a lot of thought to this, and I've come to the conclusion that it's just what I need to get me out of the slump.
I'm not really following.
I need to go on vacation. I know that once I'm there, I'll be hit with a burst of energy and inspiration. Then I'll return a different person.
Okay, that sounds interesting. You should go for it.
I know, right? I knew you'd understand me. So, the vacation would cost 2.5 grand.
That's a little pricey, but if it's what you want, go ahead.
Aw, thank you so much. When would you wire me the money so I can start making preparations?
Whoa. Hold it right there. What?
You agreed with me that the vacation's a good idea, so that means you're in support, right?
You already decided it's a good idea and you came to me to affirm that, right?
Why are you turning this around on me?
Well, you started it.
It's about the money, isn't it? You don't want to give it to me?
You sound as if I owe you money. I don't.
But you make some good money. Can't you share it with me?
If you ask nicely, I might think about it.
Okay, fine. Can you please loan me 2.5 grand?
With no guarantee that you'll pay it back?
Come on, you know I don't work.
Whose fault is that?
Phoebe, are you gonna give me the money or not?
Tyrell, I don't have any money.
You're lying, I just know it.
How can you accuse me like that? Between the both of us, if there's a liar, it's you.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're the one who has no added responsibilities because you live at home with us. You receive your monthly salary and you do with it as you please.
Is that what you think? That I use my salary as I please?
Of course. What do you pay for at home? Dad pays for everything, so you must have a lot of savings.
Newsflash, I don't have any savings. Do you know why? Because I pay for a lot of things at home. I don't even take myself out to dinner because I can't afford it.
That's not true. You're saying all these so that you won't give me money.
I wish that were true. I wish I had savings tucked away somewhere and I could stand here and bluff. But this is my reality.
Your job really must pay peanuts. No wonder Mom has been on your neck about that upcoming interview. You should get another job that pays you more money.
My job isn't the problem. It pays well enough. Problem is that I have too many dependents and they can't even cut down on their excessives.
You're talking about Mom, right? Because I know that I don't spend all that much.
But you have the appetite of a whale, and a ridiculous amount of money goes into replacing groceries day in and day out. Why can't you just get a job and spare me all of this trouble? You weren't laid off from your old job like you told our parents. You were fired because you were slacking on your duties. You lied to our parents so that they could feel pity for you and keep respecting you.
Did you expect me to tell them the truth? Stop it. You're nagging right now and it's not attractive.
Then please, get a job.
I will, okay? I plan to. Being a man is hard and a lot of pressure. I want to chill for some time first.
Okay, suit yourself.
So, I've got exciting news that I'm sure you would love.
Good evening, Mom. Can't it wait until I get home?
Absolutely not. Now, listen to me. The other day when I was out with the girls...
It was yesterday.
What?
Yesterday was when you went out with your girls.
Oh, whatever. In any case, we were talking and I brought up the fact that you were single and lonely.
I'm not lonely.
Yes, you are. Now keep quiet. I need to finish up what I am trying to say. They spoke of a wealthy businessman who's in need of a wife and thought that it'd be fun to set up the both of you on a blind date.
Ugh. Blind dates again? I'm not going.
What do you mean you're not going? You have to go. It wasn't easy for me to set this up.
This is the 5th blind date you're making me go on. In the others, your ideal candidates for my husband were men old enough to be my father.
Oh, please, you're exaggerating. They are distinguished gentlemen, and they have a lot of money. Don't get me upset. You must attend that blind date and make sure that this time it's a success.
Mum,
I won't entertain any of your stupid excuses. The date will hold on Saturday, and you better be there. Don't you know that when you marry a wealthy man, you'll be elevating our entire family? Your father would soon be retiring. He needs to have a comfortable retirement and a load off his back.
are you saying that I'm a burden to Daddy?
Yes, you are a huge load on his back. He's always worried about you. Just get married or move out of the house instead of being here and being a freeloader.
Mom, I support our family a lot.
LOL, you wish. I am quaking in anger as I'm writing this. Phoebe, how could you do this to me?
Hey, Mom.
You don't respect me as your mother. If you did, you would have gone for that job interview. Now someone else got it. They were hired on the spot.
That's great news for them. Wow, I'm happy to hear that.
You're so strange. How can you be happy about something like that? That job was meant to be yours. Do you hear me? But you didn't attend the interview, and you allowed it to fall into someone else's lap.
Mom, you're overreacting. I think you should calm down.
For what? I won't calm down, and don't you dare ask me to. You're so lucky I'm out. If I were home, I would have called you on the phone and yelled at you thoroughly.
I told you that I had to work and I won't be able to make it for the interview.
What about the blind date? You didn't attend it either. What were you doing on Saturday evening because you weren't home?
Oh, I had to go somewhere else.
Somewhere else? Where could that place be that's more important than your blind date? You stood that gentleman up and made me, who set it up, look like a fool. It would have been better if you had at least shown your face, but you didn't. Now you've ruined all the plans I have for trips, events, and outfits. What are you going to do about it, huh?
Why not find a job or a rich wife for your son? Tyrell needs all of it. I don't. I keep telling you that I don't have a problem, but you won't listen.
Tyrell is not your business. Don't stick your nose where that doesn't concern you.
But Tyrell is my business. He lives at home, watches Netflix all day, eats all the food, and doesn't lift a finger to even help out with chores. Forget about making money. How about helping out at home?
You're no different from him because you go to work, if that's what you think. You don't contribute anything. And for these acts of disobedience you've shown me, I will punish you. Just wait and see.
Mom, I just got home from a 3-day conference and there's a for sale sign in front of the house. What's this about?
You're back already, I see.
Yes, I am. The house is empty. Where did all of you go?
We moved to another place without you.
You're joking, right? This is some kind of prank, right?
It's not. You better hurry and move your things out of there. I plan to sell the house soon.
Where would I stay? Do I come to the new house?
LOL, you're so funny. Don't even dream of it. This place is a no Phoebe zone. I'm never telling you the address. It would interest you to know that I moved into Cheryl's neighborhood.
Isn't she one of your rich friends?
Exactly. Her neighborhood is so much nicer than that old place. It's meant for rich people. The house has a swimming pool, a cinema room, and a great view of the mountains. You'll miss out on all these because you refuse to listen to me. This is your punishment for not getting that job and going on the blind date.
Wait a second. How are you able to pay for that house?
It was easy. I used our family's emergency fund to make a down payment. When we sell the old house, the money will pay for the year's rent. Your dad can pay the subsequent rents, or even Tyrell. By next year, he should have gotten a lucrative job that can pay the rent too.
You're counting on Tyrell? That's rich.
Don't be rude. This is why we left you behind.
Does Dad know of your plans?
Of course. Now, what would you do? You don't have any money to pay rent. You'll be homeless, LOL. Serves you right. You're such a deadweight, and a good-for-nothing who doesn't make enough money and won't marry a rich man. In fact, I disown you. You no longer have a mother and a family from this day going forward.
Do you truly mean this?
Of course.
What a relief. Thank you so much.
Huh?
I'm free. A day has come when I can live my life without my family holding me down.
You should be begging me for forgiveness and pleading to do anything I say so that you can come here. You're broke. You don't have anything. You'll live on the streets.
LOL.
Phoebe, I need your help.
Hey there, Regina.
What? I'm your mum.
I don't have a mom or a family anymore. I was disowned.
You know it wasn't that serious. I was joking. That's all. Let's wake up, okay?
Why are you getting in touch with me?
It's rent. I don't understand why your father and brother have no money. It doesn't make sense. And we haven't been able to sell the old house. Your dad keeps coming up with different excuses why he's unable to do so. I suspect foul play.
Actually, the truth is, I own the old house. It was in my name.
What? How is that possible?
Dad's company was downsized 5 years ago, and he lost his job. He had to plead for a lowly position of a gatekeeper. He didn't want to tell you. Dad could no longer pay for the mortgage. Luckily, I was already working, so we had the mortgage contracts rewritten in my name, and I spent these past 5 years paying it off. Also, I've been paying all the bills and covering for Dad ever since. He barely makes up to $1,000 a month, and Tyrell lied to you. He was fired from his company because he was lazy. Currently, he's choosing not to work.
Oh no. This is bad. We have to return to the old house. We can't afford it here. Thank goodness it hasn't been sold yet.
Uh-oh, I already sold the house.
What? What are we supposed to do now?
You wanted the house sold, so I sold it and it works in my favor.
Why didn't I realize that it's you who held the purse strings all along?
That's what I've been trying to tell you, but you weren't listening to me.
No wonder your dad kept asking when you were coming when we moved. He had seemed so uncomfortable.
Right. So, I have to go now, or else I'll be late for work.
Don't go.
We'll talk later.
I confirmed from your father and Tyrell that everything you told me this morning is true.
Of course it's true. What do I stand to gain from lying?
I had sincerely hoped you were pulling my legs. I am so scared that I may have ruined my life.
I'm sure you have done more damage than you usually do. You'll be fine.
Phoebe, give me part of the money you've got from selling the old house.
No, it's my money and I don't want to share.
Stop acting like a child and help me out.
Okay. I will give you part of the money if you can pay me back right now for all of the bills I've covered in the last 5 years, including the ones you spend when you hang out with your girls.
That was your money too?
Yeah, it was. Now you understand why I was so upset.
But I'm your mother. I gave birth to you. Can't you just part with all of it?
I already have. You brought it up by asking I give you part of the money from the house sale.
So where are you living now?
In a penthouse, out of state.
You're out of state?
I finally got that promotion after closing a major deal. My company put me in charge of a new branch here. Also, they raised my salary by 5 times. I used to make $4,000 per month, not $2,000 like you thought.
Oh my goodness. You have a lot of money. Please, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Say you'll forgive me?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Goodbye. The last I heard, my family moved into a tiny apartment. Regina suddenly started nagging her beloved Tyrell, and he had to get a job. She can no longer spend since there's no money, and she kept reaching out to me to make up. When she saw it was futile, she started saying bad things about me to anyone who would listen. She says I abandoned my family to live a comfortable life by myself. Dad finally got fed up with her and asked her to shut up. He regrets not standing up to her sooner. He made her get a job as well. As for me, for the first time, I'm living life on my terms, and I'm dating someone I actually want to. He's likable, and we'll see where this goes.